guys, so I'm sorry about the lighting if it's all a bit off. I'm working natural light, and it's a natural light? Well, it's dark outside, so I'm just working the light for the oven doors, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, in today's video, I just want to update you all on an appointment I just had. And I was going to vlog it actually, but then it got to today and it just didn't happen, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. But it was actually a really successful appointment. Like, I know I'm probably sound like a broken record because I've probably said that loads of times before, but it was honestly like much better than I expected. So I went up there at 12:30 because I had a scan, which I generally have every few months. So I went up and that was fine, and then I went to my scan and they said for the first time in a while I didn't have any fluid, which basically means I don't have any like fluid sitting in, like, and I hate this word, like the cavity of my stomach, because basically I always generally have like a little bit there because the bile duct in my liver isn't obviously working or isn't like healthy or whatever. So because of that, it means that fluid leaks out and into my stomach, and that's what actually gave me an infection last year. So, you know, nearly a year on to hear I'm in a completely different place for the better, it was actually really good news. And they said, because we always generally expect to see a little bit, but no, for the first time in a while, there's nothing there, which is really good. And I'm taking tablets to help that. And so the fact that I heard that the tablets are doing their job and there's actually nothing there at all was just such good news. I walked away with like such a big smile on my face. So that was really good. And again, considering I've been waiting nearly 2 years, that was just such good news. So very happy about that. And then I went up to the clinic appointment because I had a clinic appointment about 2 o'clock. And I went to see my consultant and he said everything's pretty much still the same, everything's stable, you know, your numbers are good and everything, your bloods are stable, you know, we're not overly concerned about you. And they said, you know, considering you have been on the list as long as you have, you know, nearly 2 years now, and you haven't had any offers or anything, we're really happy with how you're doing. I mean, obviously you still need the transplant, you still need a phone call, but for someone who's been waiting as long as you have, you're doing like really well and everything, so that was really good to hear. And then I spoke to my social worker, who's an absolute gem, like I love him to bits, he's just, yeah. And so I spoke to him and I said to him I was a bit concerned about my ESA, which I've talked about before in previous videos, because I sent the form off on like the 31st of August, which was like 6 weeks ago now, and I still hadn't heard anything back. And I'd read loads of horror stories on the internet saying that, you know, sometimes they can take months for them to get back to you, so obviously I didn't help myself in that favour. But yeah, anyway, I just want to read up on the whole process and everything. So yeah, so I just thought, oh okay, well I'm sure they'll get back to me soon, I'll give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks passed, nothing, and then it sort of just slipped my mind because I got busy in September and all the rest of it. So I spoke to him and I said, you know, it's been 6 weeks, I still haven't heard anything, and you know, if it's just they have a really big backlog and they're just trying to get through them all, then that's fine, but it'd just be better to know than not know. So he said to me, oh well, I'll call them and I'll chase them up for you, because, you know, obviously it has been 6 weeks now, and I thought that was such a nice thing for him to offer, because obviously he didn't have to offer, he could have quite easily said, here's the number, go call them, find out what's going on. But the fact that he actually offered to go and do that was really nice of him, so that was really good. So hopefully I'll hear about that soon, and if I do, I will post a video, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know how soon it's going to be, because again, it depends when I hear, but as I said, just keep an eye out. So yeah, and then I also spoke to him about aftercare and everything, you know, after I've had my transplant and everything, and obviously I'll be in hospital for a few weeks. And then he said, obviously afterwards you'll be coming up very frequently, like every week and everything, initially to begin with. And I said, yeah, I'm a bit worried, to be honest, because, you know, taxis aren't cheap, because I won't be allowed on public transport for 3 months. So I said, you know, taxis aren't cheap, you know, one way, and then, you know, getting a return, it's all going to add up and everything. And then he turns around to me and goes, oh, you do know you get free transport for the first few months? So I was like, you what? And he was just like, no, everybody gets free transport for the first 3 months, otherwise nobody will come, would they? Because it just all gets really expensive. And I was like, I've been waiting nearly 2 years and you're just panicking about how I'm going to afford it afterwards. And you tell me this now. I was like, and it just lifted a great weight off my shoulders. Like, I felt so much better knowing that, because it's not like going to be like something like nagging in the back of my head. So, and I'm not going to like rely on family or anything. He said, yeah, they come pick you up for the first 3 months. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's so good, you know, honestly, that's made a world of difference to me and everything. And he said, yeah, I can tell and everything. So, again, that was really good to hear. And then he also told me, which I want to talk to you guys about, is this charity called Willow. He gave me like this pack, and it all has like this information about this charity. And if I just get this out, it's a charity called Willow. And it says here, Willow is the only national charity working with seriously young adults aged 16 to 14 to fulfill uplifting and unforgettable days. So basically, if you have like an illness or you're got a disability and everything, and you're aged 16 to 14, you can get in touch with this charity. I do have some contact details for them. And what they do is they organise like days out, so it has to be in the UK, and obviously, you know, it can be just about anything, but I'm guessing there are like, you know, it has to be within reason, obviously. So, and what they do is you contact them and tell them what you want to do for your special day, and then they get in touch with you, get the ball rolling, organise it. And then they pay for everything, like they pay for travel, they pay for, you know, tickets, if you need tickets for anything, just everything. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like thinking, what do I want to do in the UK? Like, I really need your guys' help with this, because I really want to take the opportunity. In fact, my social worker said to me, you're my guinea pig for this, you're my test case. So basically, I'm like the guinea pig, so he's given me all this stuff, and I've got to fill out this form. It's like really easy. It's just like a few details about my medical history and all that. It's about 4 pages. So, and then you send it back to hospital to get your social worker and your doctor to sign it off, and then it all gets sent off, and then they get in touch with you. And so it says here, every year the charity fulfills more than 1,000 special days for those living with serious illness such as cancer, motor neurone disease, I think that's pronounced, cystic fibrosis and Huntington's disease. And obviously that's just a few of the examples, but they cover a whole range of things. And they do have a website here. It's www.willowfoundation.org.uk. And I was just thinking, that's so good, like, because you always hear about, like, you know, charities which arrange special days out or arrange things for kids that are sick and everything, but you never actually hear anything about there's nothing really out there for adults, and this is the only charity, I think, which offers this type of thing for adults. So please give me ideas of what I could do. Like, I was thinking London Eye, but then I thought, I've already been to London Eye, you know, and I know, like, I wanted to be something that if I were to do it, you know, like on my own with a friend or something, it generally costs a lot of money, because if they're offering to pay, you know, you want to take full advantage of that. So please do leave me ideas of things I could do, places I could go, obviously in the UK, and yeah, because I want to send it off soon. So yeah, just if you think of anything at all, just let me know, because I really want to do it. Like, it sounds incredible opportunity. So yeah, just let me know if you think of anything. But I thought that was just incredible. So yeah, that on top of everything else, I just thought it was really, you know, a really successful appointment. I mean, I couldn't really ask for anything better. So, you know, and I think back to where I was last year, where I got through Halloween and then my infection started creeping up on me and I was really ill. Sorry about that, guys. My camera cut off and then my sister came back. So yeah, Where was I? Yeah, I was just saying about how happy I was about my appointment, how successful it went, because I think back to this time last year and how I was just going, I got through Halloween and then everything started to go downhill, like I was sleeping, I was eating but nothing was staying down, it was just awful, and obviously little did I know at the time that it was my infection creeping up. And it was just such a bad place to be in, and eventually I got admitted to A&E like beginning of December, and the infection had been creeping up from like the beginning, like literally the first week of November. So I had the infection brewing for like a good month before it became too much and I had to get admitted to hospital. So like a year on, even though I'm still waiting, I feel like at least I'm not as ill now as I was then, sorry, and it's just, I just can't explain how, far I've come. I mean, it feels like it should be the other way around. Not that I'd wish that upon anybody or myself, but I just feel like, another year down the line, you feel like you should be worse than you were before, because they've always made it quite clear to me that when you're waiting for a transplant, you will deteriorate, and also I have in some ways this year, like, my sleep is not what it used to be, and neither is my eating. Like, I used to be able to eat just about anything and everything, no problems, and now that's not quite the same anymore. So there have things that have got worse for me, but, as far as like winter goes and where I was a year ago, definitely better now. Of course, I don't want to speak too soon, anything could happen. I mean, hopefully it won't, but it's just part of dealing with an illness, that can be quite unpredictable and can, which means you have a repressed immune system and allows you to be more prone to catching illnesses and infections and everything. So yeah, it's just, thinking about where I was last year and now, I feel like a lot better place, but then again, as I said, I don't want to speak too soon, but yeah, you get the drift of what I'm saying. So yeah, I think that was just about all for this video. I've nearly hit 70 subscribers, so thank you so much, guys. Like, honestly, I just can't believe how I'm getting subscribers. I mean, I'd like to have 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so I have 100 subscribers going into 2017, but I don't know if that's wishful thinking, but it'd be nice, so we'll just see how it goes. But thank you so much, guys. Everything you guys say and all the comments you leave and everything, honestly so nice to read and look forward to. If ever I'm having like a bad day or I'm feeling down or I can't sleep at night, honestly just read through them and it just brings a smile to my face, and it's nice to know that even though I'm going through a shitty time and everything, or a bad time, that I'm not the only one out there. There are other people in similar situations, not the exact same situation, but in similar situations. I think it just sort of helps to have this community of people who can all sort of relate to each other, and I feel like that's what I have with you guys. And obviously I don't know if you guys feel the same, but it's just really nice, and I just thank you guys so much. So yeah, and also on one more thing on a side note, if you guys do have any video ideas, then please let me know, because I'm running out. I'm not sure when I'm next going to upload, because I do have a few things coming up, but hopefully it won't be too long. So yeah, but I really want to do a Q&A, but I feel like I don't have quite enough subscribers for that yet. But I don't know, if you guys like that and you can leave me some questions and let me know, and I'll definitely do it. But if you have any ideas at all of videos, then let me know. And as I said, also do let me know if you can think of... Cam keeps cutting me off, so yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now. So yeah, if you can think of anywhere I can go or anything I can do, then please let me know, because I do need ideas ASAP. So anyway, thanks for everything, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!